Hey Dom, can you tell me what this latest episode of
Kamen Rider
is
Gavv.
about?
Family, 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 family.
Man, I really like this episode, but like my biggest issue with it is just the poor build up to it. Because having Galato showing us how much she really cares about her family's legacy and how much it means to her, and how much she actually kind of needs someone that cares for her and loves her, no matter if it's, let's say, a lover or just a family member, to calm her down and show her a better perspective, which worked really well to contrast Lakia and Chasika, with both of them having a support system that she doesn't have, while like giving Dente's death some sort of a bigger weight, with him recording a video telling everybody how much each and every one of them meant to him, but still kind of doing it in a slightly more comedic way, was like fucking great. While at the same time have Lakia be this storm of emotion, like being not only angry about losing to Glato, but also Dente dying and having Shoma be an anchor for him. Saving people matters more than moping around. That wouldn't stop the bad guys. Having Shoma be the responsible adult was fucking great. And like it not only shows with that, but it shows by the show using Chelsea in that angle. And it's like, as someone that was the bright eye kind of fun character, her being sad and being depressed and having Shoma be the one that pretty much pulls both Chasika and Lakia to their feet shows how much she grew as a person, anchoring people, like trying and fully succeeding of cheering people out from his words, from what he wants to say, and not just, being happy and bubbly. Like I love that Shoma said, "Yeah, I'm hurt. I struggle, but that's it. Like we can't just mope around." Like having this Shoma to contrast, like the second arc Shoma, is a genuine brilliant way of storytelling. And like I love that Hanto was kind of like trying to do stuff, but he can't. And like Hanto in this episode was pretty much a non-entity, but he was like really fun. It was really great to see him try to at least help Shoma. He tries to help Chasika, how much it's not that great, but he still tries. And yeah, it would have been kind of cool to see him and Gelato at least have one last scrap. Because like if you think about it, both of them first scrap was against each other, and it kind of feels like they deviated from Glato and Hanto to Glato and Lakia. But yeah, it makes sense that Glato's last scrap would be with Lakia. And fuck, that was great. The henshin was cool. The idea that Shoma creates another upgrade for his friends, kind of mirroring how much Dente helped him to get his power up, but doing it with the power of friendship and the bond that they created was fucking great. And that fight scene was so fucking good. Like, literally, most of that fight scene is just Lakia aura farming and a finisher, and it's like everything around that was so cool. Everything about this fight scene was like so cool, and it had levity to it, and yeah, it felt slightly hollow, and it didn't feel like fully concrete, and it felt like a house that was built of bricks that could have been, I don't know, constructed better. But it still was good. And having the end of the episode, having pretty much our core group being happy and enjoying their time together, contrasting Glato at least getting to die in, oh my god, big shock, Lango is still alive. And pretty much, how much it was obvious, having her die in his arm and having him pretty much vow to pretty much restore his family's legacy is really cool. And yeah, it'll be interesting because now it's like it kind of firmly takes Lango way more of an anti-hero kind of role. Maybe kind of like a Punisher type of character that would team up with the hero, but the heroes would be kind of not that like reluctant to sometime fight with him. But yeah, like overall, here's the thing, like this episode was so fucking good, like in this bubble of those two-parters. But like the overall issue was the lack of build-up. If you look at it outside of bubble, like I felt like this could have worked so much better with slightly more build-up. Like I truly believe like if we could have seen more of Galato, like overall as a character, because I feel like she's this show's biggest missed opportunity alongside Jeep. But the difference is like Jeep is oddly inconsistent, while Galato wasn't even like trusted upon to actually give it a story. Because like it would have been interesting to see like Galato be overly connected to her family and overly attaches herself to the family and overly kind of think about how much her family and her legacy and her last name means something. It would have worked perfectly alongside like Lakia's story. And like having those two interact more than just 3 episodes, because I think after she dropped the big bombshell in like episode 19 or 20, she just disappeared. And like she and Lakia barely interacted since. So you see the problem, it's like the poor build up. It's like you can say you fucking fantasy booked it that fucking Komel would have died by Glato's hands, but if it would have been properly built up, it would have been great because it would have actually like, I don't know, let's say gave those two characters to do something with each other, because this feels like, oh, we need to wrap things up. Let's wrap it up. But like it worked, they kind of succeeded it. They stuck the landing, but I feel like they stuck the landing kind of mediocrely. But yeah, this episode gets a B plus. So let's talk about that Ram suit. I'm sorry, this is going to be the most controversial take. I don't like a lot of Gavv's iconography. I said it once, I said it again. I like Valen's iconography. I think it's fine, but Vram's is, I'm sorry, in my opinion, best, like, he got the best run of suits, because this suit's fucking cool. Like, I like that it actually works super fucking well with his already, like, very silver, like, undersuit. So pretty much making the entire suit silver and putting the yellow and orange-ish design worked. How much, yeah, the weird brown boots are weird, but like if you think about it, like Vram is a fucking, I think supposed to be like a German food, so putting him in clogs makes sense. But like everything around it just felt so cool, and it looks so cool from like, I don't know, the color scheme being kind of funny that he was Kirame Silver and that just his color scheme. But everything from like the cherry being the antenna, I think it's supposed to be the spoon or a knife, or I don't know what's supposed to be in the middle, like next to the pudding, but that looks cool. The fucking like silverware kind of like pretty much detailing on his shoulder, slightly on his right arm, left arm, like the knee pads, like all of it is so cool. It's super fucking detailed. I think Vram has the best like lineup of suits from like regular like Vram form and then the jelly from like pudding jelly, and now he's a la mode. He's a la mode. Yes, it's it has two fucking modes in it. I don't know, it's fucking perfect. And here's the thing. I am going to talk about something that I am kind of interested about, and that is next week's episode. And that is kind of interesting mainly because we have a new bitter Gavv. And come on. Come on. Like, here's the thing, like, we get to see like bits of his face, and that's clearly Hantos' fucking mentor. You can clearly see that. And I don't know if I like it or not. It, again, once more feels like the show didn't. Like, the show might have really wanted not Nilv, fucking Suga as the final villain, which would have worked so much better than having it be Neil bringing him back, because once more it's like it feels so odd, because I would always compare this show to Build, and like Neil kind of feels way more like Utsumi than like Evolt. I don't know, like I think like Suga as a character is more compelling, because right now it feels like Neil does it just for the science of things, and sometimes it's kind of a boring thing. But again, it really depends what they're going to do with the final villain. It might not even be Nilv in the end. It might not be any of the Jaldaks. Like, we don't fucking know what's going to happen, because it's weirdly Heisei era-y, kind of, with like the way of building up to the final villain, but not really make him showing up. I don't know. So, here's the thing. What's your thoughts, not only about this episode, but what the show is going to do now? Like, Galato's gone, so what we have is Lizelle, which she's like, I don't believe that much of a threat. Boca, which, to be honest, would be very disappointed if he was the final villain, because right now he's kind of boring. And we have Jeep, which already lost numerous amount of time, and Nilv, which, okay, could be interesting, but like, he plays the long game for too long, and we still don't know really what's his deal, at least from what we know. Again, it seems like he's doing it for the science and nothing really else. I don't know. So, tell me what you think. Is it going to be any of the names that I said? Is it going to be a new character that we haven't met yet and haven't gotten an actual build up to? Comment below, let me know. So, if you like the video, please smash that like button. Don't forget to help your subscribe button achieve its true goal of becoming a subscribed button by smashing the subscribe button. Don't forget, you're the only one that can prevent forest fires. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.